guys, Josh here, and I got Chris with me, and we're here with Jeff Wooten and Richard Patterson to talk about the Geektacular Spring Comic and Toy Show. It's coming up on March 18th in Greenville, North Carolina.
And so this is it's on St. Andrews Road,
right?
And the name of it's American Legion, correct?
Right, American Legion building.
American Legion building on 403 St. Andrews Drive. Yeah, I had to think about it myself there. St. Andrews Drive.
Yeah. When just if we messed it up, the flyer's going to be down here, guys. Please look at it, and you'll see where we're going to be. And the times is we're going to start at 10 o'clock that morning and go till 4 that afternoon. Correct?
That is correct.
Is correct. So tell us a little bit about the show, what people can expect when they get there and things like that.
Well, we're actually very excited again. This is about the 6th or 7th. It's the 8th one we've actually it's the 9th one we've done. I'm actually doing math in my head, and it's a dangerous thing. But we're gonna have all sorts of things. We're gonna have comic books there, back issues galore. It goes all the way from the golden age to the modern age. There'll be a lot of vendors. We have some toy dealers there as well too. We have pop culture items. We have one of our vendors does manga and anime type as well. We have some special guests at the show as well. A couple of artists, Brian Wimgrove, who does the Bear Butt comics with cartoon cosplay art, and Michael Urey, who is actually, he used to be a DC editor and assistant for Dick Giordano. And now he is with Tomorrow's Press, and he does a couple of magazines for them, which is Back Issue Magazine and Retro Fan Magazine, which is devoted to pop culture, comic books, and pop culture TV movies. And he's also written a book called The Team Up Companion, which covers the entire history of team ups in comic books. He will be there. And we also have a Hero Initiative benefit raffle, which is tickets are $1. There's a lot of different prizes you can win. We have a $100 giveaway. We have an X-Men slab comic 8.5 for their first Gambit appearance, X-Men annual number 14. Number 14. A lot of different prizes out there to be won. We have a Goliath statue, from a Bowen Bust Goliath statue, a Jim Lee Kickstarter exclusive Batman backpack. So enter as many times as you like. There's something for everyone at the show. If you're a longtime collector, if you're new, we welcome anybody to come, and we love to talk comics there at the show, and just to promote comic books and the toys and really geek culture. Anything you want to add?
Admission, family friendly.
Absolutely.
Okay. So one thing I know that I think we failed to mention, but I think people would be interested to know, that it costs absolutely nothing to come through the doors of this show as well. It's a free show. So
that is
your money coming in the door so you can spend it with the vendors buying comics. That's a great thing.
That's what we're thinking.
Right. And I know you guys will be there, and I've dug through your comics before. I've been digging through for about a year now. So and I always find something new every time we come. We're going to be there. We've got about 5 or 6 boxes now.
Yep.
We've stepped our game up. So we acquired some new boxes this weekend, but we got a ton of dollar comics, and I know people love dollar comics. They're fun to go to. Well, so toy wise, we were actually at the last show you guys had, and toys are just out phenomenal. That the amount of toys that are in there, some of the old stuff that brings back some great childhood memories as well.
Absolutely. It brings back childhood memories. I just want to get them off the vendor's table and start playing with them a little bit.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's one of the best, I think, comic specific shows I've been to. I really enjoy it. I know last time we came, we really enjoyed it. We actually spent some time talking with Michael Urey. He was there last time, and what we know about Michael Urey is he actually lives in New Bern now, and we're from New Bern, so we never know. We might be in our local shop with Andy there, and he pops on in, so we get to see him every once in a while.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
He's he's a great source of information to just talk to.
A complete fountain of knowledge.
Yeah, found him not a really super nice guy as well. Just really super
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal guy. Actually, last time I saw him at the show, I bought the Krypton companion. So I may have to pick up that team up companion that he's got. That should be a great look.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about the Team Up Companion. I was talking with him about it like a couple of months ago, and I actually read a lot of the book, and I'm almost finished with it. Actually, takes me a while to read some of these bigger books. But there actually was a writer called Bob Haney who wrote for Brave and the Bold, and apparently he is actually Chevy Chase's uncle, and Michael actually, or actually he's Chevy Chase's wife's uncle, and so he actually used one of the subheaders as he's Chevy Chase's uncle and you're not, which is an old Saturday Night Live reference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I really like I said, I enjoyed it last time I was there, I was digging through grabbing some Venom comics. You guys are covered all the way across the board too. If it's an old comic you're looking for, you can probably find it if it's a new one.
We purposely try to find vendors with a wide variety of items, whether it be Golden Age or modern comics or Silver Age, different eras of toys, all kinds of pop influence stuff. Just because we know fan bases are wide and varied, so we want something there for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And that's one of the great things about comics, actually, too, because you can go after a title, you can go after a creator, you can go after a title if there's a character you like. You might like 1 in 25 covers. You might like a certain genre. There's just so much for everybody, and anytime we can just put the spotlight on comics, and it's that way with toys. There's so many different toys that you can collect as well. So we like making for everybody who can come by and just have a great time. And so we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks. Yeah, on March 18th.
Yeah, half the fun is just hanging out and talking to people. So
yeah,
it is. It's a lot of fun, man.
It is a lot of fun. We form a family of vendors when we go to all these shows together, but then we start getting to know the regular customers and general people that walk through, and you form these bonds and you get to know them. And it's really fun to talk comics because it's just fun to talk comics. I mean,
absolutely. But we've actually got a regular who sort of comes by at other shows we go to. And he just likes to be entertained a lot around there. He likes the heckler. What can I say? So if you like the heckler, you're really gonna be entertained on here. So we like all the we do have you start noticing certain people who are regulars coming by, and it's just
return customers,
return customers, and we love talking to new people as well too. Just great seeing what people are collecting. I'm actually interested in what people are picking up and what they collect, and it's just something great just being able to talk about that with people, and you share something in common with them. So that's one of the reasons we like putting on the show. Yeah. We knew so many vendors over the years.
There really wasn't anything in this area when we started doing that. So we saw a void in the area, and we were like, why don't we just do it?
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
And it's great because, you don't have to get in your car and drive 2 hours to Raleigh or somewhere, especially from here. It's quite a little hop. And then, then you're going to pay $60 to $80 to get in somewhere. And hopefully the celebrity you want to meet, and dig through some comics. But it's really cool to be able to just get that close and not have to worry about paying the money, because that's more money you can spend.
Absolutely. I do not charge for autographs either, so nobody's asked for it.
We don't yet either. We haven't hit 1,000 subscribers yet, so we haven't reached that fame and fortune phase yet.
You're getting there though.
Glory, man. Fortune and glory.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Simple new reference there. Awesome.
We enjoy like the pop culture aspect of everything too. I mean, I could show you this room. Let me grab this and kind of pan it around a little bit, and you'll see Josh's room here with all the stuff we have here. So he's got quite the little setup there, and get over there, and I'll swing it back around. But we have got quite a bit of stuff here, and that's just his. Mine's at home. I can't tell you all I've got because it varies. Sometimes you have to clear out to make room for more. And that's the beauty of these shows too. If you get stuff,
that's kind of how our show started. It started off as a yard sale with us just get rid of stuff we didn't want. And then so many people started showing up. We said, well, why don't we just take it to a meeting hall and bring in vendors?
And if you go to these shows, you guys know this, you meet the other vendors there and you start talking to them, and then you get them excited about bringing them to the area. So suddenly you do have a network that sort of you can bring with you.
Because we got people from the Charlotte area, like
Charlotte. Yeah.
There's nothing really east of Raleigh, for them to go and sell their wares. So they're excited to come to see us,
Right.
And they love talking to people as well too. It's a great, as you know, it's a great community. So
yes, it is.
It really is. It really is.
And we branched out. Like this past weekend, we were at a card and collectible show, so we met a bunch of guys we'd never met before, and it's just the same. They're in the same kind of business, just enjoying things, and we had a blast talking and hanging out with those guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. And one of the things, and I don't know how you guys, I know with us at our booth, along with the vendors and also the customers that come in, if you see something you like, and if you've got something we like to trade. We'll trade with heartbeat, because that's the beauty of it. You might want this more than you did that, so you just moving merchandise around. So.
Absolutely. I know exactly where you're coming from with that. So, man,
I actually moved. I had some 124 scale Jeff Gordon cards this weekend that the guy said he wanted, and I was like, well, how much will you give me for them? And he said, well, have I got anything at the table you like? So I went over and looked. I found it's gigantic, the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction Funko Pop display. So we did an even swap on that, and so so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we hope our show. We hope you find somebody there you can trade with as well at our show.
Yeah,
we're really look forward to having you setting up at our show. We're really excited to have you.
Yeah, we're excited about that too, and we're excited. We'll do. We just finished. I just finished editing the video from this weekend, and we'll do a great walk around, and you guys will be able to use that to help with the show and everything. You have access to that. And, I like to be able to show what everybody has, and you don't see it much, and that's some little niche we're trying to get into where. If people can't make the show this time, they can look and say, "Ooh, I missed that." So maybe I can make the next one.
Exactly.
And also just these interviews with you guys as well, to let people know, hey, this is going on. We should be there. We should be checking that out. So
we appreciate the promotion absolutely on there. And I mean, last year it was the first time we did it. It's been 2 years. The pandemic had shut us down for 2 years.
Yeah.
And last year we finally got the go ahead, and finally they let us, go ahead and put the show on. It was a great turnout, just a great turnout. I think people were just very excited.
I couldn't believe how many people were there.
It was
crazy.
It was crazy.
I know it was busy while we were there. I mean, I think we stayed a couple of hours, and it was, steady hopping. So
I remember people wanted us to do it more than once a year. It's like right now we're just on a once a year thing, and we're looking to try we can't make any announcement yet. We're trying to do something, maybe do something even bigger from down the road a little bit. Plotting and planning, sneaking and creeping what we do around here. But it was like, it just was a great vibe. And from hearing on the street, there's a lot of people excited to come back again this year. So we're hoping, just as many people come out, and if not more. So if ever watching this video, come on out. Even if you're investigating, exploring it to get into comics, you'll find somebody there and help you. We just love meeting other fellow fans,
Yes.
And we've been reading our whole lives, so we've read the vast majority, the broad spectrum of comics. So if somebody says, I would like to read something like this, we can point them. I'm sure you guys can too. Point them in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Whether it be an older comic or a newer comic or something like that. So
what are you guys collecting now? I see your videos are,
Yeah, I've been doing Batman. I started it like in 2019 when the pandemic hit. I kind of got back into collecting, so I've been doing Batman straight through. Josh has pulled me over to Image a little bit. I've done some Image comics. I'm doing a Doug Wagner comic right now called Plush. Pretty interesting story. It's cannibalistic furries. So I'm reading that one, and I'm also reading one called What Lies
Where Monsters Lie.
Where Monsters
Yeah.
Lie. That's also an Image comic, and basically it is a gated community where all of the Freddy's, Jasons, and serial killers live when they're not out doing their killings. So,
I remember you mentioned that one. I've heard you mention
yeah, it's pretty fun actually,
the
and
concept.
yeah, I know Josh. He does, and I slowly converted. The new Superman came out a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if y'all. I'm sure you were aware.
I did.
I'm not normally a Superman fan, but I read that comic and I was like, oh, I may have just converted because the artwork is beautiful. I mean, so yeah.
Jamal Campbell does great artwork. Everybody who missed out on Naomi, the season 1 and season 2, should go back and find it. He does great work, and the story is amazing.
Yep.
So what are you guys collecting right now? Do you read regularly?
Well, tell them what you collect.
My main thing is Daredevil and Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I read those regularly.
Got every issue of Daredevil.
And Green Lantern.
And Green Lantern, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Those are my two main. I've been picking up the Stargirl series because I love the JSA.
Yeah, it's been a good series.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting read.
And the new JSA is good. Yeah, the new JSA mini they're doing has been real good.
Checking out the Lord of the Jungle series.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nice, Tarzan.
It's beautiful artwork in that book.
You can tell I'm a big JSA fan in the background here. So I've been really enjoying that Stargirl book. I think that's actually a fantastic. I've really enjoyed every issue of that one. So it's got me like really excited again on a month-to-month basis here to kind of see what the cliffhangers and where it goes. So
I'm kind of our Marvel guy because Josh is heavy DC. So right now I'm really enjoying too. I'm reading Dan Slott's run in Spider-Man. That's been really good as well. I'm a huge Dan Slott fan, but also I'm a huge Zdarsky fan. So when he took over for Batman, I was super excited for that as well. So
grew on me on Daredevil. He's doing some interesting stuff on that book now.
Yeah. He can tell a story. He kind of. I had no idea who he was until I read Spider-Man Life Story, and then I was like, "This guy can write." So it's been, so
you find a great writer, and Chris was talking about the Image stuff. I'm heavy Superman, JSA, Justice League for DC, but like I've been reading Robert Kirkman's Firepower, the Kung Fu book. It's a great story. I did crossover by Donnie Cates. Donnie Cates. I always reverse it. His crossover, and it's like on hiatus. It stopped on issue 13, and I'm still waiting for 14. I picked up Wes Craig's Kaya. I've been reading that one, and that's been a great read. Kind of a post-apocalyptic world with lizard people running around. So I mean, it's been a pretty good read.
Yeah. You're talking about a hiatus on books. It reminds me of Afterlife with Archie. I don't know if y'all guys remember that title.
I read that one, yes.
I'm just hoping when that book finally resumes, they do not do a recap what happened before. What has it been, like 5 years since the last issue or something? I've completely forgot what's happened in there. So
it's kind of like the Swamp Thing Green Hill. That one was such a big break between the first and second. They had to re-release the first one to get everybody refreshed. So.
Exactly. Surprised and just reprint them all to put them back out there so people remember what's going on.
Or just wait till they all come out so you can read them then, because
or you can find them at the Geektacular comic toy show.
Somebody come to Geektacular and get those.
Pick them up.
Yeah. I know Josh and I, what we like to do is we'll read a story arc or a full set of mini series. We bundle those together, and that's the way we sell it. So if you buy, you get a whole run or a whole story arc instead of just buying. Actually, I had somebody this weekend come and she bought the whole Joker run for the past 2 years. I had that all bundled up. So it's a great way to pick up a whole run of comics and not have to search. But there's something beautiful about searching as well. So
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing worse when you're trying to complete a mini series. You know, you like want to
Yeah.
start, you got 1, 2, 3, and 5. 4 is missing out of it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the way
I've
to go.
spent the last 2 years looking for DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe. I got them all but issue 6, and I still can't find that one.
Yeah,
Put
there's
some feelers out for you. We'll put the word out for you around here. The vendors here, so you get a little help there.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's just fun to dig through the boxes, find stuff either it's something you forgot about or something you wanted to read, and you come across it in the box and say, "Oh, well, I'll pick this one up." And you know, there's a beauty in finding a new story as well, and starting to enjoy a new comic as well. So there's a lot of fun with that, and that's something you guys offer with this show because you got so many people there, and I know I picked up quite a few comics there last year. So.
And the indies are great. I mean, at these shows we've met CNS Comics, Angela Fear Not, who does Tales from Cape Fear. Who else have we met? Indomitable Comics.
Just quite a few of the indie creators who have started writing comics, and they have some really great comics. And so yeah, and we enjoy reading those too because it breaks you away from the Marvel DC every once in a while and gives you something different. So
you gotta have that varied diet of comics. You know, you just
that's the way it was when we were kids, man. Everybody had different genres of books out, and for a while. And
right, you go to the drugstore and you spin that spinner rack and you see so many different ones. So.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I remember being a kid. You could find Western war books, superhero stuff, sci-fi books, and then it kind of just for a while there in the 90s, it just kind of became all superheroes for a while. You know?
Yes, it did.
Right. And it feels like we're starting to diversify again and get that.
And that's good. That's good.
I remember as a kid buying Sergeant Rock as a kid. And now last week, I'm definitely not a kid anymore. I'm buying Sergeant Rock again. They came out of the Sergeant Rock series, so it's like they are diversifying the stories that are out there. So,
right. And like you said, like I was saying earlier, it's so fun to find something that you had as a kid and maybe it got rid of, or you moved out and then mom and dad threw it away. Or in my case, I moved out and the younger brothers took my boxes and split it up.
You left them. That's what happens.
So
we had to have stuff to read too.
Right. That's okay. I still got a bag copy of The Death of Superman, so it's all good.
It's all staying in the family. So
yeah, it's still around. Yep. So yeah. So it's very cool. Well, I'm looking up here at our time. It looks like we got about a little under 5 minutes left. Well, a little under 6 minutes. So it's been really fun to talk to you guys. I can't wait to get to the show so we can talk some more. We can dig through each other's comics and meet some new people. I love meeting new people and sharing with them comics, sharing with them about the channel, getting them excited about that. And
family friendly show. Bring the kids out. There's nothing better than helping a kid find his first comic.
Yeah,
I love that, seeing that at the shows.
Absolutely.
Real quick, I know we got a few minutes to go, but I remember he was 10 years old a couple of years ago, and he picked up his first comic. It was a Jack Kirby Demon issue.
Yeah,
and it was like, wow, this is super nice. Right? That kid's being raised right here. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. He went right to the good stuff.
Exactly. So we look forward to seeing everybody again, and hope everybody has a great time. We're looking for you guys coming here. You got a great channel. I've been watching your videos and your reviews.
Thank you.
They're going around there. You're doing a great job. You'll be up increasing subscribers, and hopefully we can keep increasing attendance and even find a way to bring even more vendors in the near future as well. So,
absolutely. And absolutely, everybody, when you come, make sure you buy a raffle ticket for that Heroes Initiative too. There's some really great stuff there. Even and the Brothers Void, when they get there, might throw a few things from their stuff in there. You might have a chance to grab that as well.
Thank you.
We get that merch and be some of the be some of the first to get the Brothers Boyd merch before it gets too big where you can't get it.
There you go. I guess before you get to see, you can see GC graded later. Real quick about the Hero Initiative, in case people out there do not know, that is an organization that is devoted to helping comic book creators in need if they have health problems or financial problems. Because a lot of these comic creators have meant so much to Rich and myself and our other partner who is not able to join us tonight. He had a prior commitment. But it's just to give something back to them as well too, so all the proceeds go to the Hero Initiative. We actually match it, so we kind of double it.
Awesome. Awesome. And a lot of people don't realize that those guys didn't make as much money as people think they did, because they were on a work for hire basis, and those characters they created went to those companies like Marvel and DC, and they didn't get the full credit for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's such a great cause, and if you love comics, why not help those who have created this world that we love to live in, and so yeah, we're absolutely excited. We think it's going to be a great day. We want to be there, and we want to see tons of people come through that door. We want to leave with less than what we brought in. That's always our motto. Leave with less than yeah. Heavy in the wallet and light in the merchandise is what we like to say. But unfortunately, sometimes we leave lighter in the wallet and heavier in the merchandise.
Exactly. We know that.
Yeah, because we're not just vendors, we're shopping at the show too.
Yeah, exactly.
We're looking for good stuff.
Absolutely. But we're super excited. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. And we will be there. We will start at 10 o'clock. Remember, it's at St. Andrews Drive in Greenville at the American Legion building. This will be in from Saturday, March the 18th, from 10 till 4. And come on in at 10 before everybody comes and gets all the good stuff, and then when you get there later, it's all gone.
Absolutely. We'll have a giant banner out front. It's right on Greenville Boulevard, across from Brown and Wood Mazda, close to the convention center and Walmart. You just look for a big banner. We'll have a big banner out by the road as well. So.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And until the next video, we will see you guys at the shop.